Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and it's Thursday, so it's time for another review. And today's review is the Penelope Architect. It's the newest Penelope in Penelope's line. Wait, that sounded kind of funny. The newest released Penelope. Why was that so difficult for me? I'm like, this is the newest bottle of Penelope from Penelope. And it's, well, I'm going to tell you what it's like. I mean, I could be like, this is good whiskey. That's all. That's your review. Enjoy it. Take it for what it's worth. Don't know any tasting notes. Don't know anything about it, but it's a good whiskey. And it's whiskey and it's good. Yep, that's all she wrote, folks. I'm just kidding. I'm going to tell you about this whiskey. Tell you what I think it smells like, tastes like, finish. You know the jazz. You know the whatever. Wow. I'm all over the place. My gosh. I'm crazy, you guys. Okay, so let's dive into this. First of all, this is the Penelope Architect. It's a beautiful bottle. I love the blue color of it, like the blue color of this label. It's so pretty. Full disclosure, Penelope did send this to me. I didn't pay for it, but I'm going to give an honest review because that's what I always want to do. Even if somebody gave me a bottle, still going to give an honest review on it because that's how I roll. So this one comes in at 104 proof. It is a straight bourbon whiskey finished with French oak staves. And yeah, it's the Architect series. So I'm guessing they're going to come out with more in this series. But this is the first one. And let's dive into it. So on the nose, actually I had to tell you a quick story first. Because I actually got this bottle the day we got engaged. So that was like just a few weeks ago. If you're watching this after that, sorry. But we got this bottle the day we got engaged and had no clue it was coming when I got the bottle. Like I opened the bottle, smelled it, tasted it, and I was like, okay, this is good. I remember kind of getting a little lightly tipsy before we went out, and then we got engaged. Yay. Okay. So long story short, we got this bottle the day we got engaged, and as you can tell, already drank it down quite a bit. So that gives me very good tasting notes. We couldn't quite figure this one out at first. Like, we had mixed feelings right off the bat, but let's dive in now. Okay, so on the nose on this one, this is a very unique nose to me. I don't know if it's because of the finish with French oak staves that makes it a little bit different, but I do get that oakiness. I also get this wild, like, juicy fruit. You know that, like, yellow juicy fruit gum? Like the package is yellow. Anyhow, yellow juicy fruit gum. And oakiness. And then like there's this light like spice to it also. Not like a hot spice, but more of like a baking spice, like a creamy brown sugar. It does smell very creamy on the nose. So it smells nice on the nose. The first couple times I smelled it, I don't know if it needed more time to open up, but I didn't love the nose as much. So let's dive into the palate here. Yeah, the nose does smell really nice. It's just this weird not weird in a bad way, weird in a good way. It's this weird combination of like juicy fruits and oakiness. So, it smells nice. Oh yeah, that's really, really good. So on the palate, it's more of that oakiness, that juicy fruit flavor. Then it kind of rolls into more of those creamy baking spices, some cream soda, some like a vanilla frosting, like a little bit of vanilla frosting. Almost like the way I taste this is almost as if I kind of just wanted to like chew on a baked good, but like not like a biscuity or like a thick, more of like a croissant type baked good that has like some vanilla cream on it and maybe just a light amount of like fruit. But I can't decide specifically which fruit. It's more of like I don't know, let me take another sip here. If you like know what juicy fruit smells like and you know what it tastes like, you know when you're chewing the gum and all the flavor is right away, like when you take a bite of the gum and then as it like fades out, obviously the flavor dies down. The flavor on this is really full, like in a juicy fruit. It's really, really nice. The flavor lasts a long time. Super juicy and warm. It's rich, and the palette or the finish is really, really nice. Continues on, doesn't dry. It's actually pretty nicely oily. Like not super, super oily, but it does coat your tongue nicely. Tastes really, really, really good. I definitely like the palette on this one more than I like the nose. Wow. The more I sit here, let me try that again because that was a bizarre flavor on the very back end. Hold on. Yeah. So on the very, very back end, after I let the flavor sit there just a little bit longer, I actually got this coffee note. I've never got that out of this either, but I like it. So it's weird. It's like this, like I said, juicy and fruity, and then you get this oakiness, and then it rolls into some baking spices, and then like the vanilla cream and the croissants, and then bam, it kind of gives you a little bit of coffee. So it's almost like brunch or breakfast in a glass, actually. Really, really nice, really enjoyable. I like this one. I do enjoy it, and that's why I'm going to give this one 3.5 corks out of 5. So it's a good rating, a good bottle. I think that if I was like going to reach for one of my Penelope bottles, depending on the mood I'm in, I might go more toward the toasted, like the Penelope toasted or the light whiskey, because I just got that light whiskey recently also, and holy moly, the light whiskey is so good. Don't get me wrong. This bottle right here is really good. I would recommend it. If you see it in your area, give it a try. But I mean, I love this one, but I really love that light whiskey. And the toasted is super good also. Just depends on the mood I'm in. But I love what Penelope's doing. I love what they're putting out. And this is another great bottle that I'm excited about. So yeah, be sure to check it out if you want to. As always, thank you guys so much for watching The Average Drinker. I'll be back with more. See you next time.